Hi guys. I hope I'm live. I've had a wee bit of trouble trying to get on here. Yeah, I've just got a thing to say. I'm live. Yeah, I tried to get on a wee minute ago and I was having some trouble, but I am live now. Hello, good morning. How are you all? The house is very quiet here today. The kids are, I'm just back from the school run. Well, back from the school run about, you're very close up. Hold on a wee second. I really should organise all this. Let's see. Is that a wee bit better? I don't want to be in your face. Yes, good morning. I've got my wee coffee and everything here. I don't have a tutorial for you this morning. I'm so sorry, but I just wanted to keep in touch with you and I thought I would pop on and have a wee chat. The kids, I'm sure you can probably see by the title, they're all back to school. So I dropped them off there this morning. It's their first day back. It's not so bad because it's a Friday and they're only in until 12. So it's not too bad. But yeah, I always really feel it whenever they go back to school. I love having them about, whenever they're home. The house is so noisy. They're really good company to have. They're good fun, and whenever they go back to school, I dread it. I really, really dread it. I love having them around. I think so many people, can't wait for their kids to go back to school, that's fine too. But I suppose maybe if you're working and it's hard to arrange childcare and stuff, then that's one thing. But because I'm working at home, I really love just having their company. And I kind of like my kids. They're really, really good fun. And yeah, so the house is so quiet this morning. So I thought, yeah, I could get a wee bit of work done. And hi, Lena, how are you? I could get a wee bit of work done, but I thought I'd rather just come on and have a wee chat with you guys and see how you're all doing. What do you like whenever your kids go back to school? It's just me. Am I really weird that I dread it? I absolutely dread it. This summer has been really, really good because I feel like it's hard whenever you're working at home, and I'm sure any of you that do cakes and stuff probably can relate to this, that it's a full-on juggling act really to try and get your cakes done, get your orders done, and then you've got your home life in between. And I feel like this summer I've had a really good balance where I cut my orders down a good bit. So I maybe had like one order to do a day, and I felt like I had really, really good balance. So I think maybe I'm going to miss that because it's going to be back to full-on work mode again now, which is good, I suppose, for you guys, for this channel, because I'm going to be making tutorials and everything again. I'm going to be busy again, but yeah, I just wish I could have my kids at home with me all the time. I really, really love having them around. So next week, so they're only in until 12 today, so it's not too bad. I get to pick them up and they'll be home for lunch, but next week they'll be back in until, so my youngest is in until 2, from 9 to 2, and the older ones are in to 3. And that's where it's like you've got a full chunk, you've maybe got like 5 hours of your day. So I have done my big order of all my cake decorating stuff that I need. And my diary for next week is really full. I have made sure that I'm going to be really, really busy because, I don't know, just feeling a wee bit emotional. It's really funny because my daughter, she would be like me. So she, well, I just don't like change. I don't know about you, but I hate change. I absolutely hate change. So, and she would be kind of like that too. She loves school, really, really loves school. But if she's off for a couple of days, she always has a wee cry before she goes back in. And if it's Easter and she's off for 2 weeks, she'll have a wee cry. So she's been off now for 8 weeks for the summer. Ah, yes, Ricardo would like to know if I've made any Fortnite toppers. I have actually. I haven't done any tutorials for them, but I've made like some sort of bunny guy. I remember whenever I got asked to make this, It was the weirdest picture, like a guy in a bunny suit. And I've made a woman as well. What other Fortnite toppers have I made? I've made like a treasure chest type thing. I don't know too much about Fortnite. So yes, Ricardo, I've made some Fortnite toppers. Hi, Ricardo. So yeah, they've been off now for 8 weeks. We get a really good summer here. So they've been off for 8 weeks, and coming towards, so especially yesterday, I was kind of thinking, I was feeling emotional, for goodness sake. I was kind of in a bit of a bad mood yesterday because I was thinking, well, this is the end of the summer. So I knew that Holly would be feeling it. And she was fine all day. And I was sort of thinking, goodness, this is going to be a first. We're going to go back to school, no tears, nothing. This is really, really good. And then, and I was holding it together, because even my husband, he came home from work last night and we were having dinner, and he said to me, you're going to have to turn that frown upside down because they're going to pick up on that. And I kind of thought, yeah, I have to really, because I don't want them to think, oh, mommy's going to be sad, whenever I go to school. So I had to really make an effort last night. So Dylan got a wee Scruffalove thing. They're these wee toys. It's like a wee teddy, and you put it in the bath and they get wet and you can dry them. So it was bedtime last night. I was drying off this wee Scruffalove, and I just heard this wee voice behind me, and all I heard was, Mommy! And it was wee Holly. And I just put my arms around her and I was like, I know. And I said to her, I was waiting on it. And she laughed. So we both had a wee cry last night about them all going back to school. But I suppose in some ways it's good. School is so good for the kids because it gives them structure. And I suppose for me, it's good in that I have structure as well, and I'm not trying to fit everything in round like an impossible. I don't even know what the word is. My brain is all over the place this morning. I kind of thought I could do a wee bit of work, but I thought I would rather chat with you. What do you like when your kids go back to school? Do you enjoy the break, or do you miss them a wee bit? I mean, this house, you probably know from the lives that I've done over the summer, this house is really, really noisy. It's really fun. There's always something going on, and I suppose there's just that part of it that I miss. Didn't help by the fact that I was coming back from the school run today and the radio was on, and Everybody Hurts by REM was on. I was like, turn that over. When you're feeling emotional, and put it on to another radio station that was playing Sinead O'Connor, Nothing Compares to You. You say, what are you trying to do to me here? Oh dear. On other news, I got my tooth fixed. If you've seen last week's live, I had a whole incident with my tooth. So yeah, I got it all sorted out. I think I might need a crown in it, or I might need to get a crown done at some stage. So yeah, I'm going to have to get that sorted out down the line. And yeah, and I don't know if you've seen the live last week, but I was talking about my dentist and what a lovely man he is. He's really, really lovely, but he's maybe not great at being a dentist. So I got his wife this time. So his wife is really, really good. And she fixed me up okay. And she just said, you might need to kind of get a crown at some stage. My routine doesn't really change because I work in an office and the kids attend a holiday program. Yeah, I suppose, and that's really good for you, Leila. I suppose that gives you a chance to get stuff done. I think if you're like, I have so much respect for working moms because, as in working out, having a proper job. Because for me, I feel like I can do a wee bit of work in the morning. I can fit it in around everything. Whereas if I was out of the house for a good chunk of the day, say 8 hours of the day, it would be so hard to keep on top of things. So kudos to you, Leila, for getting everything done and being able to work and look after your kids at the same time. What do you do, Leila, for your job? So yes, I got my tooth all sorted out, and I think I'm gonna have to get a crown at some stage. So you have to look after your teeth. It's not good, really, really not good. And in other news, I also got myself, the t-shirt that I was talking about with the stain on it. I ended up just buying a new one. It was only £3. I really didn't want to buy it, but I still can't get that elbow grease stuff. So I'm going to have to maybe try and get it online and try it. But I just ended up getting the t-shirt. And do you know what? I'm so glad that I did, because a recruitment coordinator for a hospital, that would be so interesting. That'd be really interesting. Yeah, I never know what to say whenever people say to me, what do you do? Because it's actually a member of the family. We haven't seen him for such a long time. And he was over the other night. It was last week whenever my husband was away, and he was kind of like, so do you not work then? And I was like, well, I do. I work for myself. I do my wee, cake toppers and stuff. It's like, no, but do that for like a proper job. But you're not going to. I don't know. It always feels like I have to explain myself. Like, I am really, really busy. It is a wee business. But I think, when you're working from home, people don't really class you as having a job or a proper job or working. But I suppose it is so much easier. I feel so blessed that I can be at home with the kids and fit this wee job that I have in around everything. It can be a wee bit challenging, I suppose, trying to fit everything in. No 2 days are the same. Yeah, I can imagine. My husband, he works, I don't even know. People say to me, what does your husband do, or what's his job? I don't even know what his job is, but he always says he would love to go into like training, like training other people. He would find that really interesting. I just love what I do. I've said this before, that if I had all the money that I needed to keep my family secure, I would still keep doing what I'm doing, because I love it, and I love even getting the feedback from other people. So I've had a few of you emailing me privately about starting up your own wee eBay shops and stuff. So if you ever need any help regarding starting your own business from home, running a business from home, you're baking. What are you baking today, Iris? I baked some banana bread yesterday, but it didn't turn out too good. I think the bananas were too far gone. Do you know, whenever they start to go and you think this is great, this is ideal for banana bread, but I think they were beyond the point of baking them. So yeah, I must actually, we have loads and loads of blackberries here at the minute. So Monday here was a bank holiday, and we live fruit tarts and key lime tart. Oh my goodness, you're putting me to shame here. That sounds amazing. Yeah, we live near a loch here, so it's within walking distance. And Monday was bank holiday, and it was absolutely beautiful. I don't even know why I'm telling you it was a bank holiday, because we were off school. My husband didn't get it off. So the kids and I had our lunch, and we took a wee cycle down to the loch, and there was loads and loads of blackberries. There's loads here at the minute, but they're not ripe yet, but there was loads down. So the kids and I picked loads of them, and like we've been eating them and stuff, but I'm going to need to get some sort of recipe for blackberries, maybe like a blackberry crumble or something nice like that. Somebody had told me about a blackberry, kind of like a nice drink that I could make, like a cordial. So I must see if I can get details for that. So if any of you have any good recipes to use up, because we're going to have an abundance of blackberries in the next few weeks. I love fruit things. I had a trifle there last week, and it was like a berry trifle, and it was amazing. So it had raspberries, strawberries, blackberries, and it was just gorgeous. I don't really eat a lot of fruit, but in a dessert, fruit is really nice. It's really, really good. I'm just watching my phone here to see is it time to go and pick the kids up. Yeah, and it's only 5 to 11. I'm really sad and pathetic. But anyway, I just wanted to pop on and say hi. Hopefully, now next week, what have I on next week? So next week is going to be a super busy week because I have 2 cakes on next week. I'm really looking forward to one in particular because it's for someone. So yes, I have 2 cakes on next week on top of all my orders. I thought that would be a good idea because it'll keep me busy and I'll not be sitting in the corner rocking back and forward missing my children. Oh dear. So I hopefully will get a tutorial on for you next week. If I don't get a tutorial on, I'll pop on and say hi and I'll maybe show you. Yes, I'll be picking the kids up in an hour and 3 minutes. Thank you, Leila. So yeah, I am going to be really, really busy next week, but if I can even pop on Friday, if I don't get a chance to get a tutorial, I'll pop on. I know, yeah. Well, mine have only just started back this morning there, Aris, so they look really, really lovely. Actually, I'll put a wee picture of them on Instagram in their wee school uniforms. It's when everything's lovely and new and shiny and the shoes are new and the school bags and they just look so, but it lasts about a week. But I'll put a wee picture on my Instagram. Sure, this is the thing. I mean, over the summer, everything has, like I haven't really put any posts on. I'm so bad at social media. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not one of these people that really loves it. I mean, I like Instagram because I can get a lot of inspiration from it, but Facebook and stuff, I'm not so good. So at least now I'll be back into a proper routine. I'll be on Instagram again, posting. And so next week, if I don't get a chance to get a cake or a tutorial on for you, I will pop on and even show you the cakes and stuff that I have done. But the week after will definitely be hitting the ground running in terms of getting back to tutorials and stuff. But I might still do the odd wee live video because it's really, really nice catching up with you all and chatting with you here. So with that said, I am going to go now and try and get a wee bit of work done before I go and pick them up. We have a wee tradition that Instagram is great. It is great. It's just a wee bit, I like it for looking at other people's stuff, but I'm not so good at posting. Like you see people in the post regularly and it's really, really good. I suppose if you've got a wee business, I'm just so bad at it. I'm so bad at it. But I get there. So I'll maybe put a wee picture of them on later on Instagram. But as I was saying, I have we've a wee tradition. So the last day of school, although as in the last day of school, not summer, because we normally just head off to the caravan then. But I normally take the kids out. There's a place here that we love and we'll get a wee bit of lunch. So I'll pick them up at 12 and we'll go and get a wee bite of lunch and we'll sail on into the weekend. It's been really good actually because a lot of the schools here start back on Monday. So we've had a bonus few days and I think part of me was kind of like, oh, what's the point in them going into school for 3 hours? Would you not just let them have the rest of the day? But I suppose it's a good wee way to get to go in and see their new teacher and see all their wee friends rather than going in next week for a full week. I think that would be a lot harder for them and for me too. So it was lovely to see you all and hopefully I will see you next week. May not be a tutorial for you next week, but there'll definitely be one for you the week after. And thank you for bearing with me through the summer and giving me such good feedback and all these crazy chatty videos because I never know whether I talk too much, but you seem to like it. So thank you. Yeah, Aris, it is lovely and they love it too. It's I don't know if you know it, Cafe Vicrin, so it's in Lisburn. And it's kind of like so you go in, you can pick whatever you want and they do the best chocolate fudge cake ever. So I might even have lunch. I'll maybe just have chocolate fudge cake because that's what I always do. But it was lovely to chat with you all and I hope you're all doing really well and I will catch up with you next week. Bye.